So if you have an isometric grid, I want to show you one more thing that you can do with this. And this is another inspiration from Paula Kreig. So we're going to take our isometric grid that we folded from our piece of paper here. And as I did earlier with the obelisk, I'm going to reverse the three vertical folds so that they are opposite the isometric fold lines. Okay, so we got that right there. So what I want to do now is I want to use the points where the equilateral triangles meet up as guidelines for a series of horizontal folds. All right, so I'm going to start by getting a horizontal fold through these 2 points right here. All right, so there you go. I got that fold through those 2 triangle intersection points, if you will. Now I need to get one through this point, and there's points on the edges here. So here we go with that. So I don't know about you, but I see these rhombuses, and it's basically just folding the rhombuses in half, right? You see this rhombus right here? I just fold it in half. This rhombus right here, same thing. So now I gotta take this rhombus right here and fold that in half, and that'll give me a fold across here. Again, you wanna really smooth out, flatten those creases as you go. Okay, so now we need to fold this one in half right here. Now I'm going to find it easier to flip my paper over. So next we'll fold this one in half here. Okay, got it. Now we got to go here. Here. And one more. Okay. All right, so there we go. So we got that. All right, now, when we made our obelisk before, we just kind of curled it up, right? And we're going to do something similar, but we're actually going to flatten it out, but it's still going to make a really cool three-dimensional object. So what I need to do is I actually need to take all of those folds I just made and just reverse them, okay? So that's poor planning on my part that I didn't have them going in the right direction the first time I did it, but it's okay. We can just reverse those. No big deal, right? Okay, so we just reversed all those folds I just made. So now, what's going to happen is, as I start to kind of bring the left and the right edges together, you're going to notice that these triangles right here are going to start to flatten out. So all the diamonds, the rhombuses, if you will, you can kind of see that a little bit. You see how this is sort of flattening out? Let's see if I can do this here. This is a little bit tricky. Right? See how I'm kind of gathering these together and I'm alternating. So I push this down, this is going up, this is going down. And now this diamond is going down, this rhombus is going down. It's just paper. You can get it to do what you want. And you're stronger than the paper. Of course, the pressure's on because I'm doing this as I'm recording. I don't want to have to record this video all over again. So hopefully I can get it to work. That's okay. You can see the struggle. All right, so there you go. I'm starting to get it here. Probably got you all turned around upside down, but you're going to start to see like this little horseshoe shape begin to form. It's like 2/3 of a hexagon, right? So let's see how this triangle right here, I need to close that up. And the more crisp and clean your creases are, the easier this is to do. All right, you're just going to keep on doing this, flattening out your paper. All right, so just so you can kind of get a better look here. I know I've been turning all around. I need to push this diamond down, right, because I need to flatten it. Fold it in half. Okay, so you have valley folds through the center of each rhombus. All right, so again, here's the rhombus. So we need to make that a valley fold. Here's the rhombus. Valley fold it. Here's another rhombus. Valley fold on a longer diagonal. Now I got a couple of these little triangle flaps, just going to sort of invert those. Here's another little triangle to invert it. All right, I think I got it. I'm just going to give everything a good flattening. There we go. Okay. What it has this neat little action to it, right? This is inspired by a video that Paula Kreig shared with me called an isometric bellows, like the bellows that you use to sort of add oxygen to a fire. Think about like an accordion almost. Let's look at it from the underneath. Just has this really cool dynamic action to it. And I was saying I imagine that this would be a great prototype for like a structure, right? If you scale this up and you can deploy this as like almost like a tent where it comes out, you know, you lay it out flat and then and it turns into this like structure. Almost reminds me of like those carports sometimes you see people have where they park like their fancy cars or their campers underneath, or a boat. So just a fun little creation here from an isometric grid. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed making this, and if you have any feedback, please feel free to let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Have fun.